We have lost the line over there. Moving on to some other breaking news, in fact, in other reports, President Trump is said to possibly be stopping by a hospital where the freed hostages are headed. There are attempts by the US President Donald Trump's team to arrange a visit to one of the hospitals that will receive the Israeli hostages. If it happens, it will likely be at the Sheba Medical Center. Reportedly, Sheba Medical Center will treat 10 freed hostages. The Ichilov Hospital in Tel Aviv will treat 5, as will the Rabin Medical Center in Petah Tikva. It is unclear when the hostages will arrive at the hospitals. Trump is scheduled to leave Israel at 1 p.m. local time for a peace summit in Egypt he is hosting, but he is said to be running well behind schedule. I'd like to rope in Nina again. Ma'am, we are seeing that Trump is now going to meet the hostages as well. There are negotiations underway by his team, and he wants to visit the hospital where the hostages will be treated medically and in fact psychologically as well, since they have undergone 2 years of torture. But how do you also see this development? He's already running late, his schedule is late, but still he has made it a point that he wants to visit the hostages over there and meet the families.
Yes, it is of course a very kind and generous gesture from President Donald Trump to come to the hospital, different hospitals, in order to see the hostages. He saw the horrific visuals from their kidnapping and their time being hostage, and all the horrific conditions that they had to go through during the past 2 years. And seeing them in the hospital is a very kind and generous gesture, just to see them, to see that they're
תארו לכם עולם יותר יפה, נחזיר אותם ונשקם ונקום ונעשה מה שצריך כדי שהמדינה שלנו תמשיך להיות טובה, עם ערבות הדדית, עם אהבה גדולה, ביחד, רק ביחד נצלח את זה. תארו לכם.
All right, Nina, we had to cut across live to the Israeli assembly over there. We had live visuals coming in, and we are expecting US President Donald Trump to address the assembly over there. That's why we had to cut you short. However, again, I would like to understand your entire. Do you think this will, opinion on this, do you think this is potentially this will open up roadways for broader negotiations between both the parties, Hamas included, diplomatically?
We do hope that Hamas will follow the remaining phases and points of the peace deal and will not back from some of them naming the dismantling of their military capabilities. But this is an important first step forward, that they were able to release the living hostages and will hopefully release the remaining deceased hostages. And we have to understand that we are dealing with a terrorist organization, and we have to be very cautious when it comes to any kind of negotiations that not just Israel is being part of or is directly affected by their implications. But we do hope that with the guarantee of the US, Qatar, Egypt, Turkey, and other partners in the region, Hamas will honor the different points of the deal. But if not, Israel knows exactly what to do militarily speaking in order to address different military and national security challenges that Hamas can pose on us.
Absolutely. Please stay on with us. We have some more breaking inputs on the story. US